All right, hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Diss Track. My name is Nick. If you guys are new here, thanks for hanging out. We do watch parties every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys are returning, also welcome. Should have people coming in the chat here. But this is the pre-show. This is essentially where we catch up over the past week, kind of say what's up in chat, and then we check out some information and trivia regarding the movie we're going to be watching. This week we have a really great one in store. You guys voted on Turner and Hooch. I did a theme for this week, which was animal companions. So we had Okja, we had Larger Than Life with Bill Murray, we had Free Willy, and we had Life of Pi and Turner and Hooch. You guys on my Discord voted for Turner and Hooch, so that's what we're going to be checking out today. One thing I didn't realize when I came up with the theme and the movies was that apparently a Disney Plus show about Turner and Hooch is premiering in like 2 days on Disney Plus, which is like really odd timing. Maybe you guys that voted on my Discord knew about that, but I was unaware. But the timing is particularly weird. So if anyone's hype about that series, that's gonna be coming out in 2 days, and this is a great opportunity to kind of catch up on the film. But yeah, we got about 8 minutes here. If you guys are watching this in replay on YouTube or Twitch, welcome. If you guys want to join in on the movie, all you have to do is pull up the movie however is most convenient for you. So it is available on Disney Plus, but if you have it on VHS or DVD, or if you have it via like Apple iTunes or something, you can pull it up however is most convenient for you. Sync it to about 10 seconds into the movie and pause it. And then once this countdown to my left gets down to 10 seconds, you should see an animation prompt, a 10-second countdown animation, and once that countdown's over, it's going to prompt you to press play, and at that point, you'll be synced up. So if you guys are here in replay, you can, once you have that synced to 10 seconds on your TV, you can fast forward it, about 7 minutes and 45 seconds, and then just go ahead and sync to the commentary. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some information regarding Turner and Hooch. So I have seen this movie before. I remember liking it. It's a very kind of like, it's a very kind of just feel good movie, about a guy and a dog. So definitely a fun one to check out. Turner and Hooch actually came out, let me see what year, 1989. So I was 1 year old when this movie came out. A detective must adopt a rambunctious dog in order to help him find a killer. It's got a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 36 Metascore. Let's see what else we got here. It obviously stars Tom Hanks. If anyone's seen anything about this movie, then they know Tom Hanks is in it. He's kind of the whole movie, him and Hooch. Mayor Winningham, Craig T. Nelson, and let's see, Reginald Veljohnson, who I know as, I think he's the guy that plays the cop in Die Hard, the cop friend that has the camera tilt up on his gun shot, the iconic Die Hard shot. I don't recognize too many other people down the cast list, but those, oh, here we go. The most important cast member is Beasley the dog, who played Hooch. So it looks like they only had one Hooch, which is that's a pretty big role for him. So Beasley the dog is the dog that plays Hooch in this. It is directed by Roger Spottiswoode. I'm not too familiar with Roger Spottiswoode. Looks like he's known for 48 Hours. He was a writer on 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. He was also director of The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So not too familiar with his work. I've probably seen some of his films and just never put two and two together. Let's see. Trivia, here we go. So we like to look at trivia here. That way, a lot of times they'll say like, oh, in this scene this happens, this scene this happens. It's good to, we like to read the trivia beforehand so that when the part of that movie comes, or when that part of the movie comes, we're kind of aware of it and we can kind of pick out that cool kind of behind the scenes stuff that they talk about here. So trivia for Turner and Hooch. A line from this film where Turner yells at Hooch to not eat the car was used in animation test footage for Toy Story, When Tom Hanks saw the test footage, it convinced him to take the role of Sheriff Woody. Oh, that's really cool. So when they were trying to coax Tom Hanks to play Woody in Toy Story, which thank God they got him to do that, they apparently used some test footage from this movie to try to convince him that he would be a good fit for the character, which he was. So Hooch is a Doge de Bordeaux. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. A Doge de Bordeaux, one of the most ancient French breeds. So that's the breed of Hooch. Scenes with Turner walking Hooch took a lot of takes, as Beasley, the dog, who he said was Hooch, was so strong Tom Hanks frequently dropped the leash. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna cast a big, burly, strong dog, you're probably gonna have some issues with Tom Hanks having to hold on to the leash. Henry Winkler was originally hired as the director, but 2 weeks into filming, he was fired by Disney executive Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was dissatisfied with his work. That's a shame. Henry Winkler, I've just been catching up on Barry lately, and Henry Winkler's so awesome in it. So it's cool that he was originally hired as the director, but apparently Jeffrey Katzenberg did not like the direction that he was taking the material. So that'd be cool to hear about that, though, from Henry Winkler's point of view. Like what this movie was gonna be, you know. Hey Candy. We got Candy in chat here. Let's see. When asked about being fired from the movie, oh, here we go. I might get my answer here. When asked about being fired from the movie, Henry Winkler, who, if people don't know Henry Winkler, he's the guy that played Fonzie, and he was the dad in that Adam Sandler movie where he uses the remote click, I think. He's also in Barry. He's amazing in Barry. Kathleen's in. Hey, Kathleen. So when asked about being fired from the movie, Henry Winkler said, "Let's just say I got along better with Hooch than I did with Turner." Wow. Oh, okay. Trouble in Paradise between... Hey, we got MN Comic Books and Brian. Hey, MN. How's it going? It's going good here. We're just hitting some trivia for Turner and Hooch. Let's see. So apparently... Henry Winkler and Tom Hanks have beef. I have never heard of anyone having beef with Tom Hanks, but apparently I've just found somebody. It says when asked about being fired from the movie, Henry Winkler said, "Let's just say I got along better with Hooch than I did with Turner." Dude, I don't know. This is like, I feel like I'm breaking news here. Like somebody didn't like Tom Hanks. Holy shit. Candy says Henry Winkler also plays the principal in Scream. That is correct. Yeah, he's amazing. To get the dogs to react to Hanks while filming, he had to spend time with his canine co-stars in the weeks leading up to the filming to build a relationship that would be evident on camera. That makes a lot of sense. So Tom Hanks had to spend a lot of time with the dogs, obviously, to have a rapport before they started shooting. Obviously, it didn't work because it says that Hooch pulled him off the leash a lot of times. I'm not seeing any kind of like hidden scene stuff in this so far. A pilot for a Turner and Hooch television series was filmed, starring Thomas F. Wilson of Back to the Future fame and Wendy Pratt. It aired on the Magical World of Disney, but the series was not picked up. So, again, for people just joining us, there is a Disney Plus show that's apparently coming out in like 2 days. So this timing is really crazy that you guys wanted to vote on this one like 2 days before the new show comes out. But apparently they tried a pilot before back in '88. And it wasn't picked up. But that's weird too, because it says that it aired in '88 and this movie came out in '89. So maybe they tried it as a show and then just switched to a movie or something. I'm not sure. Jack Nicholson, Bill Murray, and Chevy Chase were all considered for the role of Scott Turner. So that would have been a completely different movie if any of those guys got it. So that's enough trivia here. If we got about 45 seconds, again, if you guys want to join in, you can go on Disney Plus or however you can access the film. Sync it to 10 seconds in so that your frame matches the frame up there on the top left. And then once the countdown timer goes down to 0, you're going to see a thing prompting you to press play. You just press play and you'll be all synced up with us here. So we should be able to get it started here in about 10 seconds.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
All right, cool. So for some reason you guys are not synced up. It's not a big deal. I do have a duration counter down here in the bottom right of the screen. So if for some reason you didn't get synced up, you can just sync with that timer. So we're at 25 seconds. You can just put it to 45 and then wait, and then just press play when it hits 45 with you guys, and you'll be right back, right as rain. So I feel like there was one guy that did these jazzy scores in the 80s and 90s. You know, I feel like this is how like almost every movie in that era, like the music was. I like to think it's just one guy that got all these gigs and he just kind of did the same stuff. Okay, I'm just reading to you guys too. It says Hooch was played by multiple dogs, which makes more sense for me. I only saw Beasley credited, but it says he was played by Beasley, a 17-month-old pup, played the main Hooch, and then three other dogs. His stunt double was named Igor, which is a pretty dope name for a dog, if I'm being honest. Igor. Yeah, no, seriously, Katie. Like it does give me Monsters Inc. vibes. So this whole intro sequence, having seen the movie, is obviously really hammering home how like orderly and clean Tom Hanks is before the. It's trying to draw a contrast with what's going to happen later in the film. Yeah, it's an absurd amount of floss. This is like the family friendly version of like the Patrick Bateman from American Psycho scene where he's like in the mirror just like creepily looking at himself and pulling the wax and stuff off his face. God, wouldn't that be? It's such a like first world problem that he's like, oh, I get bored because my town is so safe. Like he's like, I want more murders and felonies. Jesus, such a white guy thing to say. There's not enough felonies around here, man. It's like Mayberry. Where's is Mayberry like a safe town? I don't. I'm not. It's not ringing any bells. Explain to me what Mayberry is. Props for doing muffins and not donuts. Would have been conventional to just go donuts, you know? Yeah, man, I would have liked to see that version of the movie too. I wonder if that's what Henry Winkler was directing before he got fired from the project. He was making this like a taxi driver like guys, nice cop snaps from boredom. Oh, Mayberry's the Andy Griffith town. Okay. Hooch just he uses Hooch to like eat people and it's like gory. Would have been perfect. Andy and Opie lived in Mayberry with Barney Fife. Yeah. I bet they got bored from misdemeanors too. Yeah, Kathleen, I think it's it's definitely the cop in Die Hard. That guy, he's a really good character actor, but he has the iconic Die Hard shot where the camera tilts up and focuses on his gun, you know? Or they pull focus from his barrel to his face. The iconic shot. That's probably his most famous role though. I think his name is Reginald Vell Johnson. This is called the meet cute, guys. This is where the two people in the relationship meet for the first time in a movie. So this is an epic meet cute moment. With this music too. I wish I could remember the name of this piece. I feel like it was like it's like Thus Spoke Zarathustra or something like that. I just remember it from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love this introduction for Hooch too. It's just an epic ass introduction, you know? Dude, I know that's what makes it amazing is they cast the perfect breed because as he's running, his face is just like going all over the place. I want to know how they train that dog to just hold his mouth over the guy's neck. Oh, was the body double? I didn't even notice. That would make sense. Maybe it was a trainer or something that was letting him do that to his neck. So I was just thinking about this, but Tom Hanks angry is one of the best like angry actors. Like when he's mad, it's like the funniest. Like Pesci's great. Like Joe Pesci is amazing. I'm trying to think of other people where when they're mad, it's so funny. Um, I don't know if you guys know if you guys can think of any other actors that are just hilarious angry. Let me know in the comments. But Tom Hanks is one of the top ones. When he's like pissed off in a movie, it's amazing. Yeah, Adam Sandler's great too. Angry Adam Sandler. He's really good. Bill Murray's another one that's pretty good when he's mad. The slobber, man. So much drool. He just drinks beer like regular. That makes so much sense. Also, guys, I don't know if you recognize it too, but is Hooch the same breed as the Beast from Sandlot? I feel like that's the same breed of dog. I might be wrong, but you know the dog in Sandlot when they knock the ball over the fence and they have to go get it, and it's like a mythical beast dog. I feel like at the end it's like it's the same breed. Guy's busted his balls. Oh, so Beast is an English Mastiff, right? Because this one they said was like a Doge de Bordeaux. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Was that the first time your nephew saw Sandlot? Such a great movie. It's a shady music cue. Oh, that's awesome. His mom sounds really like really badass. She just puts Sandlot on all the time. It's a pretty timeless movie. Like I think that's gonna be one that's just gonna like age well forever. Oh, I like that they do the murder off screen. So it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, so I'm not too familiar with like the plot. I know obviously something happens to this old man. He comes out to investigate and he has to take care of Hooch. Um, but as far as the semantics or the minutia of the movie, I'm not really sure of the plot. It's all just like, all right. What a rookie move. Dude just left the knife lodged in his back. Come on, man. Was this pre fingerprints? Oh, damn. He's howling. That's so sad. He seems so excited. He's like, oh, a murder. Yeah. Somebody died? Oh my god. See, his partner's a sane man. He moves to get away from murder. He doesn't move to cities where there's going to be more murders. I mean, whatever. If it's your calling, it's your calling. But seems seems a little psycho to be like, I want to go to a place where there's a lot of felonies. Yeah, I was about to say this is the jurisdiction conversation, a trope in like every one of these cop movies. Now that I've said it, guys, just pay attention to any cop movie. There's like another department that comes, or the feds or something, and there's always the jurisdiction conversation. Happens literally in like every cop movie or every crime movie. I know that guy. That's Craig T. Nelson. I'm trying to remember what I know him from though. I think he's in Parenthood. Uh oh, He's the dude, he's the voice of Mr. Incredible. If you close your eyes, you can hear Mr. Incredible talking. Oh, he's in Poltergeist too? Okay. Yeah, he's in Poltergeist. Coach. I don't know. Is Coach a movie another movie he's in? I'm not familiar with that one. All right, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I know. Once I heard the voice, I was like, "Oh, okay." So Coach was a TV series, and Brian watched. That's awesome. What is he a coach of? What was the sport? Dang, I hope they didn't have to actually do that for the shoot. Like freak the dog out like that. Man, we've been talking about this past week. At least me and my family were talking about like we're like unsure how to feel about like older animal movies because a lot of stuff's come out that they're like the animals were mistreated in the making of it. I haven't heard anything about Turner and Hooch yet, but I don't know how else you get these shots without like antagonizing the dog. College football coach, okay, or high school football is Kathleen. I don't. I mean, his tail's wagging, so I don't know. I don't know how you get the dog to do that. I guess. He just pulls him on the car. I remember this shot. He just lets her drives next to him. Oh my god, the hairstyles, man. Dang, he's bleeding too. Shit. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Hope to see you next week. I'll shoot you. And he just said that in front of all them people. Yeah, he was murdered last night in a town that doesn't get any murders, so they would all probably freak out. You know, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, take care of your house. He's gonna absolutely destroy the house. I have had the luxury, and I don't know if you guys have horror stories of pet ownership, but I've had the luxury of not having one of those dogs that is like a crazy barker because I don't know what I would do honestly. I've known people that have had dogs that just bark constantly um, at night and stuff like this. I don't know what I would do, but I've been lucky enough to not have that happen yet. I'm also like a stupid deep sleeper, so I don't know that it would really. If it did keep me up though, I would be very mad. Hey, shut up! I'm a policeman. High pitched squeal. Oh, he sat and everything. Such a good boy. He just did an Arnold impression. Brian says, "So, what do we all think of the TV series?" Um, well, I mean, I haven't seen it. This is good. Seems hard to adapt, right? Because the whole story is like he find like one cop. There's one murder, and then the dog identifies the one killer. But like, how do you do that as a series unless the series is just about one case? I don't see how. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do like a cop and dog buddy cop drama where they both like solve crimes, I guess. I don't know if they're gonna change it to where like Hooch is in a K9 unit or something, and I don't know. I'd be interested to see like what the premise of the show is really. Oh no. Oh no. They must have hit so many streets in that thing. They get him to do that. So wait, so all of the evidence for them to run at the crime lab costs like a lot of money, I guess. Is that what they were saying? I can see. I wonder if that's the clip that they use because I can see Woody saying that shit. It is perfect that they use a soundbite from this movie for Woody because you can hear. I can almost hear Woody like constantly in this movie, like the aggravated, like high pitch Tom Hanks. You know, it's like classic Woody. What do you think of the TV series though, Brian? Are you gonna watch it? Yeah, I know it's amazing. Every time he loses his cool, it's like gold. I like how they cut to a obvious double of the dog smashing his head into the door. At least they didn't do that. They didn't like push the dog into the door. It's crazy how my bar is lowered since Brian told me about Milo and Otis, and I've read about other animal abuse cases. My bar is so low now. I'm like, at least they didn't shove the dog into the door. Just get the generic stuff, man. It's all the same. I also, knock on wood, I also have been blessed to not have a dog that destroys uh, furniture. We have cats that destroy furniture, but I haven't had a dog that's like chewed up stuff. At least like not couches and like really expensive stuff, you know. Oh no. Whatever guy did the sound effects for this movie had to get so many like mouth noises from this dog and then just like assemble them in post. I wonder what the Foley was like in this, like the slobber stuff. I wonder if it was actually like the dog or I love behind the scenes videos where you see like what was it for Fight Club? All the punches were them breaking lettuce. I love to see what the sound effect was before it was in the movie. I wonder what all these like slobber sounds and shit are for the dog, like what they're actually using. Oh, Candy, your dog used to throw toys like that, like that. You hear that noise, like I wonder what that actually was. Is that pesos? Yeah, it wasn't a soccer ball, which can do some heavy damage. That's impressive if a dog can throw a toy though. It's a lot of control. looks like an F5 tornado just hit his house. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. When I open one of those screw things and it's upside down and all of it falls out of the bottom, it's the worst feeling. I mean, I'm being hyperbolic, but it's a terrible feeling. Oh, not the records. Damn. See, this is why they did all that setup in the beginning of showing how meticulous and clean he is, because then you'll really sell like how pissed off he is right now. Yeah, good job. Perfect shot. He just comes in. He's just laying on his bed, licking his balls. Such an alpha move from Hooch. I'm gonna sleep on your bed and lick my balls. Dang, dude. Hooch for a gun and just booked it. What is he doing right now? Does he have like a backup speaker? Did people do that in the 80s? They had like backup subwoofers? Hooch, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can only assume that she had a collar. She had a collar with an address and stuff on it. That would be my guess, but I didn't see it. Oh, So Candy said he followed her in early in the movie. So when Hooch was pulling him out of the car, he followed. He was chasing that dog into the doggy door. Is that what it was? Okay, that makes sense. But she would probably have a collar on too. I mean, the vet would probably have a dog with a collar, I would assume. DQ is a great first date location, guys. It's just some advice from me. The Dairy Queen is an amazing place to have a first date. A lot of like married couples when they ask how they met, a lot of them say, "Well, he bought me a Blizzard at Dairy Queen." That's how like I think 80% of married couples say that. So Dairy Queen's the way to go, guys. Damn. These noises, man. I'm so interested in like what these noises are. The hell is this? I love how his face goes up and his eyes just like his nightmares about his dog. Uh-oh. It's like a love triangle between the veterinarian, him, and Hooch. This fucking score, man. The composer for every one of these wears a short sleeve Hawaiian shirt with a saxophone and just does all of the same scores. Jesus, they're showing so much Tom Hanks right now. Jesus. That's what we should have done to begin with, man. Just hose him down. Ugh. That's disgusting. Yeah, I could see a lot of similarities between this movie and Beethoven. I my sister told me I should have dubbed Beethoven for the Animal Companions thing. A, I don't know if it's available on streaming services, but uh also it's not really a companion movie as much as it's like a family dog, you know? The ones I picked were more like one person and one animal kind of buddy movie. Yeah, that's not gonna hold. Dude, those are the wussiest. I knew that desk would not hold at all. But those are the wussiest like criminals ever. Like a dog across the street in the second story is barking at you, and you're like, "We gotta get out of here." Like, what do you think's gonna happen? You think the dog's gonna like? I don't know. I get it. I'm overanalyzing like a Disney movie. But still, I'm just thinking like you run like a you're like a crime lord, and you're like that dog is barking at me. We better get out of here, guys. We don't want this unnecessary heat from this fucking Doge de Bordeaux. The foot chase. You think they shot this in San Francisco? I wonder where the shooting locations were for this. We talked about this in Speed when me and Brian watched Speed, but it's ridiculous that in movies that cops just commandeer cars and people are like, "Yeah, cool, no, take my car for whatever you're doing. It's fine." Let's see, let's see, let's see. So it doesn't say where the shooting location was. Oh no, filming locations, Pacific Grove, California. Okay. So this was filmed in Pacific Grove, California. Yeah, just a bunch of different California places. It looked like California to me because it was really hilly, you know? Or it looked like San Fran, I mean, because it was really hilly. Oh, Hooch just farted. I was like, what was that? Gotta put the fart joke in, you know? Raw meat? Damn. He drinks beer and raw meat. He's like a badass. I don't know how healthy that is for the dog, though. Cookies? Chocolate chip cookies. Wow. Pretty sure that's toxic for dogs, but you know. And a beer. I mean, you can give me that dinner for sure, though. Steak tips, a beer, and chocolate chip cookies. Like, that's a me meal. That's not a hooch meal. This piano. This sad piano music. This sounds, man. That's gross. Yeah, that's nasty. My guess, the drugs are inside the fish because they know the cops would it would stink and they wouldn't search them. Don't ask me how they do it, but that's my guess. Mr. Incredible's in on it. That's my hunch. He was way too chill about it not bearing any fruit, which means he probably called him ahead of time and was like, "Yeah, get rid of the drugs." Craig T. Nelson's crooked. I'm calling it. You are too, kind of. Trying to think of what she's into. I know her from. She's in a lot of stuff. Is it ER that I know her from? I mean, it could have been ER. It could have been Mad About You. Um, could have been Grey's Anatomy, maybe, if I was watching that early on. She's in a lot of TV, I guess. She's also an American Horror Story. Is she in all of them, or just because you know how American Horror Story has like the same cast members every time? Is she like in a bunch of them, or just one of them? Can't believe he's cheating on Hooch like this. So she was in 4 American Horror Stories, give or take. That's pretty cool. Love how he jumps up and hits the pots. I wonder if he improv that. I'm guessing he probably did. It's like the worst person to bring on a stakeout is a dog that barks a lot. Dude, don't eat a dog biscuit. It's disgusting. Yeah, it is. It is bad. Oh, dude, this drool. Can't hang. He's losing his mind. Sound effect, man. Ugh. He's feeding this dog horrible shit. You know, what'd be really messed up is if somebody in the '80s like watched this and they were like, "Oh, so I just got to get him chocolate chip cookies, beer, Diet Coke, and raw meat." Cool, man. I saw this Disney movie and it told me exactly what to feed my dog. I'm sure one guy did that. One guy watched this and then, like, he got a dog one day. He watched this as like the first movie that was on TV, and then he went to the store and he was like, "Oh, okay, so it's just chocolate chip cookies, steak, beer, and Diet Coke." Sure. Yeah, I know. That's true. He feeds him all that shit, and then he wonders why his dog is just like shitting liquid. Vest, dude. He's got the starter kit. He's got the vest, flannel shirt, trucker hat, and toothpick. He got the full starter kit. The redneck trucker starter kit. I think when I saw this movie as a kid, I just assumed dogs do that without training. You know, like I think as a kid, I was like, if I lose a toy, I'll just bring one of my other toys that I play with and make him smell it, and then be like, "All right, go get it, guy, go get it, boy." I'm pretty sure that has to be specifically trained for a dog, but I think this movie made me think different. Music is a trip, man. Is Hooch gonna be bad cop here? I can't believe you done that. He's gonna get in an accident on purpose. I've seen this a billion times. Like I said, careful. Look, careful. Be careful. It's like you didn't know what he was doing, guy. Oh, how did they train him to do that? That's awesome. Hooch is the bad cop. Mr. Incredible's the one in charge, man. Your boss. He just wants a kiss. Hooch just wants a little kiss. Yeah, Hooch just wants some kisses. Well, if you didn't know before, you know now. In the ice. Freaking Hooch, man. Traversing, it's like Spider-Man, traversing the roof and everything. Hooch dodging bullets and shit. So crazy. Ooh, get him. Poor boy. Get him, Hooch. Oh shit. How did they get him to crawl like that? Tell you what, Beasley the dog should have been nominated for something in this. He did a lot of very intricate things in this movie that are probably really hard to train dogs to do. So ridiculous that he's crawling like this. God, this music is just like this assault on my ears. Take him to your vet girlfriend. She'll save him. What does she have? She has like a surgical room in her house? That's so gangster. She's probably one of those people. You ever watch those like mafia movies where there's a vet, like a veterinarian that does like under the table surgical work for the mob? I wonder if that's her gig too. He just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if that's still a thing, but oh, I guess so because that is her clinic. Okay, that makes sense. I thought she had a house and then a clinic, and that she just had like a she just had like a room in her personal house that had like a surgical unit in it. That makes sense though if her clinic is her house. Oh yeah, in the edgier version that MN was talking about. Yeah, she definitely does mob hits and stuff. Like bagmen that get shot come to her. She stitches them up. They pay her under the table. Oh shit, is he really dead? Does he really die in this movie? I forgot about that. Damn. I forgot he actually dies. I figured she was gonna fix him up. That's crazy. That's the second week in a row. Remember last week I was like, holy shit, Rufio dies in Hook, and now Hooch dies in Turner and Hooch? That caught me off guard. That's messed up. Or did he not die and they're gonna do something where like, oh no, he's okay? I don't know. If he dies, that's pretty crazy. Oh. Okay. So they're gonna have a litter of little hooch puppies that he's gotta take care of. That's still crazy though. I've completely forgot that he dies. It's messed up. Wait, is that what they think like dog litters are like? Like some of them are border collies and some of them are the other breed? That's so weird. It's so weird. So apparently they think that like when two breeds mate that randomly some of them are one breed and some of them are another and they're not like mixed. That's so weird. Whatever. I didn't know I completely forgot he dies. That's crazy. Um all right guys. Well, that's a kind of depressing way for it to end, but all right. Candy says, I think the new series is about the cop being Turner's son and the dog is Hooch's grandson. Not sure. Of course. Why? Yeah. I guess I mean, it makes zero sense to me that they would be like a family lineage thing, but it's Disney, so that totally makes sense that it would be Turner's son and Hooch's grandson, if that turns out to be true. But, no, it's a fun movie. It's they just took. I mean, it's a pretty like low concept movie where it's like let's just take the buddy cop formula and let's just have a dog be one of those things. um and then again, like Tom Hanks being angry is hilarious. Anytime Tom Hanks loses is cool. it's uh it's movie gold. Yeah, no, I really liked it. I was taken off. This is, like I said, it's the second week in a row I've been taken off by a movie like having someone die that I didn't think died in it again. um Oh, that was really fun. So, Wednesday, I'm going to be announcing the new theme and the new nominees for us to vote on for next week. So if you guys hung out with us and you guys had a great time, make sure to like and subscribe on the channel. We do this stuff every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you do want to vote for the movie that we're going to be doing next week, you can join the Discord. That way you can vote when I do the nominees, and that's going to kind of dictate what we watch next week. Also, I am kind of working on getting guests for the Distract Watch Party. So in the next month should be full with like people that are going to come on, hopefully people with interesting perspectives and that are into different kind of movies and stuff. And we can talk about that. So I do have some interesting stuff in the works for the channel in August. So just keep an eye out for that. But no, that's going to do it for me here. So I should see you guys next week. Keep an eye out for those nominees on Wednesday, and I'll see you guys later.